Today I got to meet up with George and Dave from Keeper's Hive. It was a heck of a lot of fun. We went into a mind meld. The mind meld is just a fancy term for a video chat that we do in the Hive Mind for Discord community. It's a lot of fun. Matt, Dave, and George, they built this really cool innovation that makes it super easy to be able to inspect your bees just by being able to get to the brood chamber. Super easy, have an observation window, all that stuff. And just so you know, I'm not sponsored in any way by Keeper's Hive. I just think it's a really cool innovation. As a matter of fact, I ended up forking out my own money. I'm actually sponsoring them in a way, I guess. So let's go ahead and take a look at the mind meld.
Well, I'm George. I'm the lead beekeeper. I've been beekeeping for 15 years. So we have two products. So we have what we call our 1 queen keeper and our 2 queen keeper. So what I have here is our 1 queen keeper. And the 2 queen keeper is basically 2 1 queen keepers back to back. And the whole idea of the hive is that it uses all Langstroth components in a vertically oriented hive. The catch is that you can get to the 8 frames in the brood chamber without removing anything above. The initial innovation was basically how to get to the frames and access the frames without removing the supers. So the frames are sitting on top of the lower box. You can now put your finger in under here and basically pull out all the frames that are underneath the queen excluder without removing anything above. So all you basically do is come up, open the hinge, and we basically have half of the brood chambers underneath a tempered glass observation window. The viewing with the glass is just absolutely amazing. It's like so clear compared to the plexi, and it doesn't scratch. It opens a whole another level of observation of your beehive without actually going into your beehive.
So the guys at Keeper's Hive, they're experts at Demaree. They've built the system to make it super easy to be able to use. Let's take a look at what George has to say.
Demaree is basically where you take your brood nest, which is generally in the lower box with the queen. You basically take most of that brood and move it up to the top of the hive. So you're basically giving the queen more room to lay by removing brood out of the brood chamber and moving it up in the hive. So the queen now has room to lay. You decongest the bees and the swarm impulse goes away, but you maintain all the bees within the same hive. You basically prevent swarming, but you also keep the bee population if you want to do it for honey production. But as a new beekeeper, if I can teach you a method that's going to be very effective and it's going to cause your bees to survive year after year, it's a good thing. You know, it's like, why not?
Written instructions are really simple. It only comes in a few pieces, and then Matt and George, they actually build it on a video where you can actually follow along and do the same things that they do.
We made basically like an IKEA style assembly guide and also an assembly video. Most of the people who bought our hive are 60 and above and like have like 4 to 10 hives and have been beekeeping for a few years. They all said it went together smooth and they were like really appreciative of the assembly stuff. So I'm pretty confident saying that its assembly is simple.
So now you know what a mind meld is. If you want to be able to join future ones, if you want to be able to chat online, go to discord.technicallybeekeeping.com and become part of our community.